women are pioneers in the gospel, and that's something that is often missed. You want to think of people like Esther, you think of Ruth, and you think of Rahab, who was a prostitute, but she was mentioned in the Bible. And even though she was mentioned in the Bible, they still mentioned that she was a prostitute. The Rahab, the prostitute that hid the spies, even though she was mentioned in the genealogy of Jesus, or the family background of Jesus, it was still mentioned that she was a prostitute. So even in that, it was still like, yeah, she was this pioneer, but she was also a prostitute. She was just not this great woman. When you mention Mary Magdalene, when Mary Magdalene is mentioned in the Bible, it's often mentioned that she suffered from 7 spirits. Oftentimes, what's not in the Bible that is often preached is that Mary Magdalene was a prostitute as well. And I was going to say something so horrible. And that's also not true. There was a Mary in the Bible who was a prostitute, but it wasn't Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene was who Jesus revealed himself to after he was risen from the dead. And I did an episode, There's Something About Mary, in the first season. You might want to listen to. It gives you a little bit more background of Mary Magdalene and who she really was, and not what's been preached across the pulpit. So Deborah was another one, Pilate's wife, who told Pilate and advised Pilate that he shouldn't crucify Jesus. These are women that were pioneers in the Bible as well, and in the gospel, and that really had that were pillars in the ministry. So even though women may not have been highly favored, they were highly favored by God, and they were used by God to do great things